On this seafood month, Food City Friday, I'm going to get it all out there because there's a lot going on here. We have Food City registered dietitian Kirby Moir with us this morning, and we're talking about seafood because it is seafood month, and you got some dishes you want to show us because it's important that we add some seafood to our diet, so isn't it?
Yes, we should be getting about 8 ounces of seafood, and if you think about that, that's probably about the size of a checkbook is 4 ounces.
Okay, all right.
So we should be getting that twice a week.
Okay.
Last time I was here, I talked about fish.
Yes.
So today I'm talking more specifically about shellfish.
Right, and mollusks.
Mollusk, yeah, that is a sub. Yep, that's a subcategory.
All the great things.
And mollusks in particular are things that we find in that hard shell. I'm going to start over here with our scallops first.
And this is a beautiful dish, by the way.
Yes, I said if you like shrimp and grits, this is actually risotto and scallops, so kind of a different take on that.
Yeah.
And the thing about scallops, they are really just pure protein.
Right.
They don't contain really any fat. They're really rich in specific types of amino acids that are linked to our brain health, our cognition. I tend to find too, if you're somebody that doesn't like fish flavor or taste, this is a very light, lean protein. It pairs beautifully with savory dishes. I actually did a pumpkin risotto today.
Okay.
So using a short grain rice, a little bit of pureed pumpkin from the can, and chicken stock, you just work down
Very
that.
simple.
Yeah, that risotto, a lot of rich flavor, and then really we just did a buttered, seared scallop there.
And scallops are one of those things too. We talk about dishes that kind of take on the flavor of what you put with them. You can spice those up any way you want to, and they're going to take on the spices really well.
Yes, and for kids too, if you're trying to introduce them to seafood, I think this is a great starting point. It's really soft, super easy texture. Now this might gear more towards my adult audience.
Yes.
Not all children are maybe going to be open to eating, and I'm going to group clams and mussels together.
Okay.
These are both one of the richest sources of iron, and we don't get a lot of iron in our diet. Especially animal sources of iron, we absorb those better. This is almost 80% of your daily iron from a serving.
Just from this one dish?
Yep, that's it, which is excellent. And then the thing I think that's intimidating for people is overcooking it.
Okay.
So
they want to make sure it's done.
That's right. So I actually picked up some frozen mussels from Food City that are already, they've been shelled. They've already been like flash cooked, so you just need to reheat them. So if you're a little intimidated, I did a little bit of wine. You could do a broth. You want to add citrus in there, a little bit of herbs. And then if you wanted to, again, maybe if you're serving this to kids, remove it from the shell, a little bit of pasta. I like to soak up all that broth with a nice little crusty piece of bread. You know, I'm already getting enough nutrients.
Throw some carbs in there, don't worry.
That's right. But
just a few carbs.
The micronutrients that we get from these mollusks is because of the way that they are kind of cultivated, really rich in vitamins and minerals that we don't see from our land-bearing animal sources.
And I think a lot of folks are intimidated too, not only the cooking process, but the actual eating process, because you have to get into the shell and you have to separate them from the shell, and it depends on what it is. Some of them are easier than others.
Yes, so again, these are frozen, which is really nice, and they've already been shucked for you.
Right.
Clams are super easy. You do have to clean them a little before, but they just open right up, and so you know that they're cooked. So, you know, we have some tips on cooking seafood at foodcity.com, so if you need to know where to start, and those seafood specialists. If you need help in store, they are going to give you guidance. We have sheets in there. They can help you figure out how to prepare that for your family.
Folks, if you go to the seafood counter there at your local Food City, they will give you all the answers. They may even steam some things for you. They'll take care of you there, and you always have a great selection at Food City.
Absolutely, yep.
All right. Kirby Moir, we're going to come back here in a little while. We're going to talk one of my favorite things, and that's shrimp. Coming up here a little bit later. If you want more information, go to your local Food City or check out foodcity.com.